Hey everyone! Have you ever wondered how countries catch hackers who operate across continents, or how law enforcement collaborates to stop cybercriminals who never respect borders? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of international cyber agreements, the global treaties that keep cyberspace safer for all of us. Welcome to Bluehat Cybersec Academy. So, let's start by understanding exactly what these international cyber agreements are. Simply put, they're formal pacts between countries. These pacts create shared standards, definitions, and legal frameworks that help combat cybercrime across borders, coordinate investigations and prosecutions, protect citizens and infrastructure, and foster information sharing and trust. You can think of them as treaties, conventions, protocols, or memoranda of understanding, all designed to bridge differences in law and technology between nations. Now, why are they so important? Imagine this scenario. A hacker in one country uses a botnet hosted somewhere else to attack victims around the world. Or a ransomware gang demands cryptocurrency payments from victims spread across continents. Or perhaps a stolen database is trafficked through global darknet marketplaces. All of these situations involve multiple jurisdictions, different legal systems, and technology that evolves daily. That's why international cyber agreements are so crucial. They ensure that law enforcement can collaborate effectively, evidence can be shared quickly and legally, and cybercriminals can't hide behind borders. Let's talk about some of the most significant treaties shaping today's cybersecurity landscape. First, the Council of Europe Convention on Cybercrime, more commonly known as the Budapest Convention. Adopted in 2001 and entering into force in 2004, this treaty was the first and most influential global cybercrime agreement. The Budapest Convention acts as a blueprint for national cybercrime laws, with three main goals: harmonizing cybercrime laws across countries, enhancing investigative powers for evidence collection, search, and seizure, and enabling international cooperation. It covers hacking and unauthorized access, data interference, system interference, computer-related fraud, child sexual exploitation material, and intellectual property crimes. Many countries have ratified or endorsed the convention, and even more use its principles as model laws. The key takeaway: it gives countries shared legal definitions and procedures, making cross-border law enforcement much more effective. As technology continues to evolve, so do legal frameworks. That brings us to additional protocols to the Budapest Convention. Some key protocols include the Protocol on Xenophobia and Racism, which addresses online hate crimes, and the Protocol on Enhanced Cooperation, which strengthens information exchange and assistance between countries. These protocols show that international treaties can adapt to modern threats. Moving to Africa, we have the African Union Convention on Cybersecurity and Personal Data Protection, often called the Malabo Convention. Adopted in 2014, this treaty reflects Africa's priorities by combining cybercrime prevention with data protection and privacy rights. It recognizes that cybersecurity and personal data governance go hand in hand. In Asia and the Pacific, regional frameworks play a major role too. While they aren't binding treaties like Budapest, organizations such as ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and APEC, Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, have developed cybersecurity cooperation frameworks. These promote standards, incident reporting, capacity building, and public-private partnerships, reflecting regional needs and economic integration. But not all agreements are binding. Many are norms and soft law initiatives that still carry significant influence. Think of the United Nations Groups of Governmental Experts reports, the United Nations Open-Ended Working Group, the G20 Cyber Principles, and the Paris Call for Trust and Security in Cyberspace. While these aren't treaties, they define responsible state behavior online, encourage confidence-building measures, and promote respect for human rights in cyberspace. So how do these agreements actually support law enforcement? They enable mutual legal assistance, meaning countries can request and share evidence. They help with the extradition of cybercriminals, provide 24/7 points of contact for urgent cases, and allow joint investigations and task forces. Without treaties like Budapest, digital evidence might become legally unusable due to mismatched laws. Of course, even with these strong frameworks, there are challenges and controversies. Not all countries have signed the Budapest Convention, including some major powers. National laws differ widely. Definitions of cybercrime, privacy protections, and surveillance rules can complicate cooperation. Attribution problems make it hard to determine who's truly behind an attack, especially state-linked actors. Human rights concerns arise if surveillance powers are too broad or privacy safeguards too weak. And finally, technology evolves so quickly, artificial intelligence, blockchain, Internet of Things, and quantum computing, that threats often emerge faster than laws can adapt. Looking to the future, experts recommend updating and expanding treaties to address emerging threats, creating more inclusive governance with voices from the global south, fostering private sector partnerships since companies operate much of the infrastructure, and encouraging public-private information sharing with strong safeguards. Cross-disciplinary education bridging law, tech, and policy is also vital. There's also growing momentum toward global norms for responsible state behavior, similar to arms control agreements in other domains. So, what's the takeaway? Cybercrime is borderless, and so must be our response. International cyber agreements are powerful tools. They help countries speak the same legal language, enable faster and more effective cooperation, protect citizens, businesses, and critical systems, and build trust in the digital economy. But treaties alone aren't enough. Real security requires political will, strong institutions, education, and ethical technology development. As cyber threats evolve, so must our legal frameworks, guided by shared responsibility, respect for human rights, and a vision for a safe, open, and prosperous digital world. Now here's a challenge for you, just to see how sharp your cyber law knowledge is. First, which convention is considered the first and most influential global treaty on cybercrime? Second, can you name one non-binding initiative that helps define responsible state behavior online? And finally, can you think of a cybercrime scenario where multiple countries would need to cooperate? Go ahead and drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to see what you come up with. If you found this dive into international cyber agreements helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out our playlist on cyber law, governance, and compliance for more insights into the rules that keep cyberspace safe for everyone.